Good morning and welcome back to the channel. This was meant to be a beautiful start with a coffee, but somehow we've ended up in France by accident, just going through Germany on our way down to Switzerland. We're in France. I've gone to stop off at a service station, and it's true, petrol has run out because of the strikes in France. It is ridiculous. So you can get diesel and stuff like that, but you've got people coming and going, desperately trying to figure out how to get fuel, and there is no petrol at this petrol station. So we have to assume that there's no petrol in any French petrol station because we've only got about 70 miles range left, and I can't take the risk of finding another French petrol station somewhere in the countryside because there aren't many of them around. It's fairly sparsely populated in this area. So the plan, get out of France as quickly as possible. But I don't know how everyday normal French people cope if you can't fill up your car. And also, we can't wait here on the off chance that maybe in a day or two they'll fuel up. So I think we'll try and get either back into Germany or Switzerland so we can actually get some fuel. Insanity. Right, here we go. We're going to head off, putting into the sat-nav anywhere but France. No fuel, but have a good weekend. Bon weekend. It's ridiculous.
So how many miles do you have left?
Okay, the fuel actually cuts out about 30 miles early. We've got about 60 miles left. The petrol station's about 43 miles away, but we're towing a trailer. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really tight, really tight. If we can't get out of France, don't know. It's quite fun, I guess. I mean, it's a challenge to drive as economically as possible now because it will be incredibly tight. Now just desperate to get out of France. Oh, France, why'd you do this? Such a beautiful country. We've just driven past a petrol station and we've seen some bikers there. So if they were filling up, then we're going to be in luck, of course. Bikes, well, they're not going to be there for no reason, so we'll go and give this a shot. The only problem is every time we go to one of these petrol stations, we're losing mileage. Service station here. Yeah, we lose mileage, so we can't keep trying closed petrol stations, but we'll try this one because it's like the most promising one so far. Okay, so we just have to hope there's enough fuel for all of these cars ahead of us.
Do you want to turn off the engine?
How can this be possible, though? How can it be the case where in a country such as France, people can't fill up their vehicles because of a strike? Surely something has to come into place where this doesn't happen. I don't understand how the whole country can be at a standstill because people are on strike like this. I hate wasting it.
Shall I push it?
Tempted.
Yay!
Oh, come on.
Oh, yes, and we'll go to Starbucks later.
And then Starbucks after. Starbucks will be our celebration.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared about these Porsches here, that's the truth, because they're thirsty beasts. I hope they don't suck it all up.
Yeah.
Stay behind the Porsches.
Go behind the Mercury thing.
It's just I don't know if I'll be able to stretch it.
Okay.
And I can't risk losing my space. Okay, I'll go behind them.
Fill up the bike as well, I think.
Yeah, is that incredibly selfish? Hey! It's on this side.
Et alors, eh ben là-bas.
What, on this side?
Là-bas, eh oui. Oh, bleu, il casse les pieds.
Hey! Which one?
Mais oui, mais
Which one?
réfléchis.
Which one? Which one? Which, this one?
Là-bas, à droite.
Yeah, but no one's using that. Does that work?
Ben oui.
What did he say?
Wait, let me just see if it does.
What happened?
I just had to have an argument with a rude Frenchman.
Well, you can go here now.
Yeah. But in I go. I said I can't risk the pump not stretching
Yeah.
and lose my space. And he comes over, he's waving his hands around. So we have about a 2-minute face-to-face argument in front of everyone in the queue. Right, if it doesn't stretch now, it'll be painful going back in the end of the queue. Let's get to Starbucks,
Yeah.
out of France. And also, everyone else is waiting for fuel on exactly that side, including that man. He's also waiting, even though this is now empty.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. We're just north of Strasbourg, and this is a proper biker's spot. I've seen about 100 bikers out today, and maybe there's some fuel here because there's definitely a Harley meetup going on. Beautiful. Great looking old BMW there as well. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I like the Harleys.
Nice, eh?
Oh wow, look at this one. What's that? Harley Davidson. Is that the
Street
King?
or Road Glide, one of
Road
those two.
Glide.
I actually went to have a look at one of those in a dealership about 2 weeks ago. Lovely, lovely bikes.
Beautiful. Looks good in that color.
In cherry red.
Cherry red. Okay, let's.
Right, let's get the coffee.
Yeah.
We can get a coffee and watch the bikers. How perfect is that? Okay, what do you want, Monica?
Grande soy latte.
Perfect. Bonjour. Can I get 2 grande soy lattes, please? Merci. Soya. Oui, merci.
Name?
I've just noticed they are German.
Oh, are they? Oh, yes, yes, that's right.
Hopefully, there's petrol here and they managed to fill up, because what we found, there's diesel in places but no petrol. So hopefully they're not too unstuck. That's cool. I mean, that's what life's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Massive road trip, all out on a Sunday morning. Glorious. What I always find interesting when you see groups of riders doing long distances, cross-European rides and stuff like that, there's one thing they always have, well, 2 things. Good pannier setup and a big front fairing wind protection, especially on the Harleys. The guys who do the really long rides, they almost always go for the big, huge front fairing, so you get complete wind protection.
And do we have speakers as well, or not
Yeah.
these?
I think at least half of them have speakers.
I would
in front of
like
them.
that.
It's, I do get the appeal massively.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about Europe in general. You can be German, French, Spanish, Portuguese.
Yeah.
You've got so many road trip opportunities just on your doorstep.
They do look very comfortable.
They're heaven for long distances.
Which one is your favorite?
I quite like this one here actually. I had one of these in Las Vegas for 2 days.
Is that the Road King special or not?
No. I
Look
think
at the
it's a road bike.
sidecar. That's so cool. I love that.
Moto Guzzi.
Yeah, amazing. Also, not just Harleys.
No, one Moto Guzzi, one BMW, and the rest Harleys. Oh, they look the business there, though, don't they? They look brilliant. Very, very cool. All of them, bar one, with open face helmets.
We look very weird just staring at
Yeah,
them.
but I don't think that might too much.
Good luck.
Yeah, the Germans love their vehicles as well, don't they? Whether it's cars or motorbikes, they absolutely love a road trip. They love exploring. Amazing.
Okay, let's hit the road.
Let's go. We are in Switzerland, famous for luxury watches, chocolate, and ferocious speed limits. Don't even think about going even 1 mile an hour over the speed limit here, so strictly within the limit. We've stopped off for a surprisingly nice service station here, actually. I'm surprised that you can get a proper cooked meal here. So we're going to have maybe our last meal of the day. It's 4:30. We've done about 240 miles. We've got about 110 miles left to Lake Como in Italy. Monica's booked a spot which looks beautiful with a genuine view of the lake. Cannot wait to get there. The weather's a bit cloudy here in Switzerland, but feels good to start really getting down deep into Europe and very close now to the Italian border. So we'll tuck in, and if possible, we'd love to get there before the sun sets.
Well, that's a great setup.
2 GSs on that. That is a serious setup. The scary thing about Switzerland is I don't think we've got an agreement with them in the UK, so there's no internet, no data here at all. You can't just seamlessly go in. So for the whole of Switzerland, we can't check anything. We've just had to put in Germany, our end location of Italy, and hope that it will take us the whole way through Switzerland. And it also means that I have no idea the conversion rate of Swiss francs to pounds. So we paid £34 for 2 small plates of food and 2 small juices. 34 Swiss francs. But I don't know if that's £34 or £10. So I'm either in for a nasty surprise when we get to Italy or a pleasant surprise. And I'm a bit scared because everything in there, a bit of food for this evening, and that's everything about 54 Swiss francs. I have heard a standard McDonald's is £25 in Switzerland, which I don't know if that's true or not. I'll give you a closer up look of this because it's very rare to see 2 bikes of such size on the back of a single trailer. 2 gigantic GSs with pickup, VW Anorak I think that is, but what a pro looking setup there with the spare wheel in the middle, but actually when you look at it like that, it fits perfectly well. Puts my setup to shame. We made it. It's 8:30 in the evening. We've done almost 400 miles and Lake Como is 50 meters that way. We'll show you again the place when daytime comes, because this, I think, you have to kind of guess because it's been pitch black when we got here, but it could be a breathtakingly stunning spot. That's exactly where we are, the lakes of Lago di Como. Studio apartment, bathroom here. Let's show this first. Bathroom here, and again, bear in mind it's out of season, but it's still, apparently it's still busy even in October around this area of Italy, but prices are much, much better. Little kitchenette area, so it's a cliche, but we had to. We've got a pizza and we've also got a bottle of wine because we have to make the very most of this place because it really does look very special. Little place to eat, Wi-Fi, everything you need, cupboard, double bed. See if I can open this. Now this looks like Monica's been trying to open it because I've never seen the angle of this. You may have to cut it. Cut that about 5 seconds. Monica, go on. Have a look at that. Can it be done? Can justice be done to this? At night, I don't know. We'll have to show you while we have breakfast in the morning, but can you hear the waves just lapping on the shore? This is front line, just the road separating the very banks of Lake Como and this apartment. It's a really, really special place. I will include the details of this place in the written description so you can click on the link and book this, because although we haven't seen it in the daytime, it looks stunning and the location is perfect. And bear in mind, we had to come in the car with people behind us, with the trailer and the Fiat. I'll show you the ramp in the morning and turn in here. Yeah, it's lucky that the owner was here waiting and waving for us, otherwise I would have had no idea how to get in here. Right, let's cook pizza, drink some wine and relax. Another fantastic day though. Buongiorno. I would have loved it to be completely clear, but I mean, it's still stunning. Right on the banks of Lake Como.
I think it looks even better with the clouds.
Yeah, it's a bit moody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to show you this first because it's like a postcard. I think it may be the classiest place in the world here. Just through the gap of the pine tree here, or the palm tree, that is like a postcard. Look at the village perched right on the banks of Como there. And Monica, look at this. Our neighbour, Black Alfa Romeo, with the most beautiful villa, like something out of the Italian Job or something. And this is where we had to drive in, pitch black last night, cars coming either side, trailer. Often it's hard to pick up depth, but we had to drive up here with the trailer, turn right like this. It's quite steep. Okay, right, before I get onto the plan for the day, oh, I love this. There was a little old lady with an old gentleman outside, just outside this house at the door, just talking in the morning. I mean, imagine only that. I always think places like this, they just get passed down through the generations. Probably owned that for over 100 years or so, that family. Right, plan for the day. it would be amazing, really amazing if we could get down to Rome or around about the Rome area. That's about 7.5 hours or 350 to 400 miles from here. Let's see if it's possible, because if we can do that, we're on track for probably 2 more days travel or so. I was just thinking, I'll take the camera off you, Monica, because I may be able to get down to the banks there to show what it's like right on the water's edge.
Okay.
Because there's a zebra crossing right there.
What's left to wait for here? My eyes are asleep. I miss you. Bet you're feeling all alone. That big house by the lake this evening. Days here I come to bleach. Oh honey, I need you to hold me. Let's break the crushing waves in a boat made of roses and oak trees.
Oh, what a sight. And here we are on the banks, or on the bank of Lake Como, Lago di Como, that beautiful village there. I mean, it's just like a postcard. Little boat there. And waking up to the sound of the waves just lapping gently against the shore. And this house sitting by itself there with the balcony and a couple of plant pots. And we are in this tall, thin yellow building, and we're right on the ground floor there. Stunning, stunning. Very special place. Okay, we've got half an hour before we're heading off, so need to pack up and then just soak in with a coffee the last few glorious minutes of this beautiful location.
Rain is falling on my skin. I'm standing where it all began. A reason for that feeling within. Countless times been standing here. It all feels the same, I swear. Done with what it means I can't bear. Tears are falling from the sky, but I'm not worried. I know I will end up dry. How about me? How about you? Let's just wait, enjoy the view. What if our touch reason enough on our journey? How about you? How about me? Let's just wait and we'll be free. Need to stay tough, we don't need much on our journey. 'Cause we're the original. Original. Looking back on what has been, realize we just can't win. What about we try and get it right? I don't wanna end up where all we have just disappears. Come on, let's at least give it a try. Tears are falling from the sky, but I'm not worried. I know I will end up dry.
It's 9:15 and we actually hit our target. We're now staying in this apartment block here on the outskirts of Rome. I'll take you upstairs in a second. That's £85 a night, and it is seriously quirky. It was pretty much a full day on the motorway today, so we didn't film much at all after leaving the stunning area of Lake Como in Italy. Pretty much just motorways the whole way, just standard motorway service station dinner. We made about probably 420 miles today, so we've done 1,300 miles in total. And this is not hotel parking. So just to be safe, I'll put a lock on it. Haven't used this in about 2 years, I think. Right. And I'm hoping I brought the right key. Oh, it still works. Good, okay, that's secure. Let's give you a quick apartment tour and then we've got to make some dinner. Ideally, we like to get to places about 7 o'clock so it's not unpleasantly late, but it's actually 9:30, it's pushing it now. Well, it'll be interesting to go to my first, we can just about call this Rome, first apartment or first hotel in Rome. £85 a night, modern exterior. Our apartment, sorry, is one of these with right next to the blue neon lights. So you've got modern blue neon lights, glass, but the most old school interior that looks like it's from about 500 years ago. Grazie. Ciao. Beautiful with the marble and everything. And who would have guessed you'd have this kind of interior with a modern looking block?
Very quirky.
Very quirky, isn't it? Kind of
You
like
were
it.
standing just like him.
Yeah. So quirky.
Yeah. It's not coming.
Breakfast included, I
Yeah.
should say. £85 and breakfast for 2 included. And the quirkiness continues in there. Today, I should say, it's that I think this is day 3. First 2 days, combined total of about £4 in tolls. Today, very different. I didn't appreciate the Italian tolls. We spent about £60 on tolls in Italy, so be prepared for that if you do an Italian road trip. They're not cheap. So that's something we've got to bear in mind. But apart from that, everything good. Motorway's perfectly good. Fiat still, I mean, it's boringly perfect, the Fiat. I just have no issue at all with it.
You haven't changed the bulb.
I've lost the bulb.
You've lost it.
Yeah, I went out to look for it. I went to have a look. I've got a toolbox, so everything's perfectly organised, and guess what? Didn't put the bulbs in the toolbox, so I've got to dig everything out and have a look for it. So some will be frustrated looking at the trailer or looking at the car with no bulb. I'll have to figure it out.
No, you have to leave it in.
And also, look at the neon lights as well. Neon lights with the old school feel. It's a unique mix. I actually quite like it. I think £85 for a night for 2 people with breakfast included is very fair value. Kitchenette area there, so you can cook some food. We will...
Excuse the mess.
Yeah, apologies, just moved up. We'll cook dinner there in about 5 minutes. TV there, loo through there. Really, a lot of space actually. It's nice this will be my first ever view of Rome. Although, coming here, we had our first experience of traffic in Rome. Let Monica change the lens, come through. We had our first experience of Roman traffic? I think that's what you say, Roman traffic. So that is Rome, I think, to the best of my knowledge. Over there, I'm almost certain. I can confirm the drivers in Rome, in Italy in general, but definitely in Rome, are incredibly, incredibly aggressive. If you're in the overtaking lane on the motorway, for any more than about half a second of outstaying your welcome, you'll have someone right up your back, desperately flashing you. And that's a constant thing we've experienced the whole way through Italy. But you get used to it after a while, but definitely Italian drivers, very, very aggressive.
Can you see the bike? Oh, yes.
Okay, food In fact, actually, let's go and cook and we'll wrap it up there. This is, to confirm, the end of the third day, 1,300 miles done, around about 9 hours or so to Sicily. So we may actually break that up into 2 days. I'll do a full tot-up of all of the costs for the trip. I was thinking about doing it today, but I'll just do it at the very end of the trip, counting everything up, including tolls. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. Please do give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you all in the next one.